What's up everybody, it's Cama, and in this video what I'm going to be showing you is how you can start to lose weight using the law of attraction. Specifically, what I'm going to be doing in this video is breaking down 3 simple things that you can start doing in using the law of attraction so you can lose weight. Now, if you are new to this channel and you haven't seen any videos, or maybe you are subscribed, but you haven't really seen any videos on the law of attraction, let me just give you a quick little background of how the law of attraction works, the core foundation of it all, so then that way you can have some context on the tips that I'm going to be breaking down. So, how I like to describe the law of attraction to my clients and simplify it as simple as possible, because I can go down into how it works with the quantum mechanics and the energy and the vibration that we're sending out on the deeper level, but let me just simplify it. How the law of attraction works is that our thoughts determines our feelings determines the vibration that we are emitting out, which determines what we attract, people, circumstances, and events. Also, it determines how we act, which determines the results that show up in our lives. Now, there are some people who are trying to lose weight and their thoughts or feelings are in a low vibration energy, meaning they're constantly comparing, meaning they're constantly in fear that they're not going to be able to lose weight, meaning that there are some things going on in their lives and they're constantly sad and depressed and stressed and angry, which determines the vibration that they send out. The vibration that they emit out, which determines what they attract. People, circumstances, and events. But let's just take that out for a second. It also determines how they act, because our mood influences what we do, right? How we feel determines how we act. So if we are in a sad emotional state, we are more likely to binge eat. When we are stressed out, we are more likely to not go to the gym and instead numb or avoid this emotion that we're feeling by putting on Netflix, by getting some food, by ordering pizza, right? And that determines the results that show up in our lives. Now, for those of you who've been following me for a while now, you know that I used to have a program called Self-Mastery, where I helped women how to lose weight through a psychological approach. And a very big part of that was by going into the law of attraction, by transforming their thoughts and feelings, which determines the vibration that they were emitting out. And a massive change happened with a lot of them. People overcoming eating disorders, people losing 10 to 15 kilograms within 12 weeks by not having to overtrain all the time, but instead by just by changing their vibration. Because by changing their vibration, their thoughts and feelings that was influencing that, how they showed up was totally different. The foods that they ate was totally different compared to when they were in a low vibration energy. So with that said, let me break down the very first thing that you need to be doing. On a fundamental level, the number one thing that I recommend that you do to use the law of attraction to lose weight is by changing your self-image. And I really want you to write this down, or just let this land if you do not have a pen and a paper. Your personality creates your personal reality. I'm going to say that again because it's really important that you get this. Your personality creates your personal reality. Now, in the context of health and fitness, your personality is determining what you are looking at in the mirror right now, and also how you are feeling, the health of your body. Your beliefs, your thoughts about yourself, the habits that you have, the emotions that you consistently feel, your personality is creating your personal reality. So it's all about transforming your self-image. The question is, how do we do that? Well, what I like to do when I was doing, and now when I'm coaching clients on how to attract more money in their life, or how to attract the love of their life, or how to attract their dream life, I'm always starting with transforming their self-image. Now we do that. I have a program called the Deep End Experience where we have guided meditations. We do a ton of inner work in there. However, what you can do, just to give you something really, really simple that's also really, really powerful, is by imagining the person that you ultimately want to become. In 12 weeks from now, imagine that future you who has that body, who has that health, who has those habits, who are living in those emotions day to day that you want to experience day to day. And I want you to ask yourself, how will that person be showing up in the world? What thoughts would they be thinking about their body? What thoughts would they be thinking about food? How will they respond when a stressful emotion shows up? Will they react and turn to food, or will they just meditate? Will they just sit with their emotions and just allow those feelings to complete itself? What will they order when they go out to dinner? Will they order the unhealthy food or the healthy food? What are the thoughts that they're thinking about themselves when they look at themselves in the mirror? And I want you to fuse that future you into the current you and act as if you were that current person now. Because that's the way that the law of attraction works, right? And we do not attract what we want, we attract who we are. We do not attract what we want, we attract who we are. So it's really important to get that image in your mind. Who do you ultimately want to become 12 weeks from now, 6 months from now, a year from now? And act as if you were that person right now. When you go out to a cafe, act as if you were that person 6 months from now. When a stressful situation comes up, how will that person 6 months from now respond to this situation, right? Your personality creates your personal reality. So I want you to act as if you were that person today. The second thing that I really want you to do is really make sure that your vibration is your number one priority. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, think of your vibration in terms of your emotions. Making your emotions your number one priority to keep yourself in a high vibrational state, instead of living in a low vibrational state. Now, what do I mean by this? Think of low vibrational states such as sadness, depression, anger, frustration, guilt, shame, right? Comparison. And think of high vibrational states such as happiness, joy, love, self-love, compassion, right? Playfulness. Now, it's really important that you make a high vibration. It's living in a high vibration your number one priority. Now, being a human, what comes with the human experience is the ebbs and flows of life. So does that mean that you're never going to feel a low vibrational energy, a low vibrational state? Hell no, right? Actually, having that expectation that life is always supposed to be happy is probably the worst expectation that you could ever have. Because everyone is going to go through those ups, those downs, those low moments. So with that said though, what I like to do is really make sure that I'm looking at those things that are keeping me in a high vibration. One of the things when it comes to weight loss, in the context of weight loss, is really making sure that you're having foods that keep you in a high vibration. Because when you change your food, you change your mood. Also, just having amazing food is going to make you feel healthy. And when you're feeling healthy, you're feeling good. When you're feeling good, you choose to have more foods that make you feel even better. And one thing I used to say to all my weight loss clients, that what you eat more of, you crave more of. Really let that sink in. What you eat more of, you crave more of. If you're eating more sugar, right, you're going to crave more sugar. When you're eating more greens, not straight away, but as your body starts to cleanse itself and detoxify itself, your body is going to feel so amazing by having these whole foods. And when you eat more whole foods, you start to crave more of it, right? So other things you need to be thinking about is social media. You need to be thinking about when you are looking on your social media, do you feel in a high vibration or a low vibration just by the people that you're following? Are you constantly following people who are causing you to compare yourself to them? If so, it's really, really important that you not just unfollow people in real life, but you unfollow people online who are going to keep you feeling connected to yourself. Follow people who are going to make you feel amazing. Follow people who are going to help you expand. You can go follow me at Cama, Matt_Cama. I'll leave that right here. Make sure you follow me. Shameless little plug right there. And with that said as well, it's not just about food. It's not just about who you're following on social media. Also think about your environment, right? Cleaning your bed, cleaning your room, because our environment has a big effect on our mood, right? So that's the second thing, making sure that your vibration is your number one priority. Right? If you're not spending time with yourself, spend some time with yourself. If you're putting everyone first and then putting you last, start to change that around. Because that has a big effect on your thoughts and feelings, which determines the vibration that you send out, which determines how you act and what you attract. How you feel determines what you do. So really make sure that you are making how you feel the number one priority. So that's number two. And the third thing that really helps with that when you are feeling in those low vibration energies is, I like to, in my program called a Deep End Experience, I like to call something the ladder approach. And what this means is that if you think of yourself in a low vibration, which is going to happen, it's really important that you know how to come out of that. And I thought about this because right now I'm learning how to play the guitar and I'm learning how to surf right now. Two big skills that I'm learning. And when I first had one of my lessons with a surf instructor, one of the things that he said is that it's really important that you know how to come out of a massive wave coming over you, because the big waves are going to come. What a really good metaphor, right? The big waves of life is going to come. Maybe that wave is going to be a breakup. Maybe it's losing a job. Or maybe it's just someone saying something to you. Or maybe it's just you feeling lost in life. All those things are a big wave that you have to learn how to deal with. So we started to go through all these breathing techniques. We started to go through all these different things that I can do when a massive wave comes over me and I feel stressed out and I feel like I'm going to drown, right? So you have to do the exact same thing. So the ladder approach helps you do that. So think of it like this. When you are in this low vibration energy, let's say that we have a scale of 0 to 10 here, 0 being depressed, really, really sad, not knowing what to do, 10 being the highest vibration, feeling joy, feeling love, right? Feeling oneness. Now, when you're at the bottom, you can't do things that are gonna get you into a 10 straight away. It can happen, but it's gonna be really, really challenging. So what I want you to do is I just want you to get to the very first step of the ladder. Don't think about trying to get to number 10 straight away. Don't think about trying to get into a state of love and joyfulness straight away. Just go and take the very first step up the ladder. And what that might look like to you is when you're feeling stressed out, right? What that might look like to you is just putting your phone down and then leaving that there. Turning your phone off. That's probably the first step. And then maybe the second step is by you going and drinking a glass of water. Those are 2 little steps that you just took that is getting you into a higher vibration. Then the third step for you might be you just go for a walk and maybe put your phone on and you listen to some videos that are gonna inspire you. Or maybe that's still too high for you. So what I like to do personally is when I'm feeling this low vibrational energy, I'll watch something that is gonna make me laugh. So the other day that this happened, and what I did was I was watching funny movies that made me laugh a lot. I was also watching, you should definitely check this out. I was just feeling in this state of just sadness. So I started to connect to myself, I meditated, but then what I did is I went on YouTube and I typed in Jimmy Fallon and what's his name? Jimmy Fallon couldn't stop laughing with someone else. It's a dude from Limitless, that movie. I don't know if you've ever seen that, but they just couldn't stop laughing. And when they tried to get back to the interview, they just kept laughing and laughing and laughing and laughing and laughing. And then their joy impacted and influenced my joy, and I started to get into a higher vibration. And then after that, once I was starting to feel good and I was moving my body, right? Because motion creates emotion, I was feeling a lot better. So then what I did is I started to listen to some personal development audios, personal development YouTube videos. And then I was feeling even better, and then I started to meditate. I started to do breath work while closing my eyes, but in an environment where I was next to the ocean. And then literally in about 20 minutes, I went from a state of feeling so down, low vibration energy, into a state of high vibration energy. So that's what I want you to think about. I probably couldn't have gone to straight away listening to personal development audios, right? I had to take the ladder approach, to take baby steps. So that's what I really want you to do. So those are 3 things that you can do to start to use the law of attraction to lose weight. Now I have a ton of other videos out there with the law of attraction to help you manifest more money, manifest love, manifest your dream life, so you can go ahead and check them out. If you aren't following me on Instagram, I post daily videos talking about the law of attraction, talking about life, spirituality. You can go ahead and follow me right here. But I really hope that this video helped you out. You can subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the notification as well for you to get notified every single time that I post. I post 3 times a week. And leave a comment down below. Let me know what was the best part about this video, what was the part that helped you the most, and until I see you all in the very next video, remember to love all living beings, and most importantly, love thyself.